The National Loan Scheme for Tertiary Students, known as HECS, is costing the federal government more than $40 billion a year. Many students never pay their loan back. They don't start repaying the money until they're earning more than $54,000 a year. But as Helen Brown reports, that may be about to change.
It's a new university year and many students will be relying on the government's low-rate loan scheme. Billions of dollars goes out, but it's not all coming back.
The current estimates are that about 20% of the money lent each year won't be repaid. Some people say that's okay, but when you're lending $7 billion or so a year, that's a pretty expensive annual program.
The scheme cost the federal government $42 billion last year. The Grattan Institute says that's largely driven by a boom in student numbers, including those doing vocational education and training. The government's cracking down on rogue operators in that part of the industry. It's also now collecting repayments from people who've moved overseas.
It's an automatic scheme, so it does get taken out of your earnings. So mostly it's the debt that people don't realise they have. And secondly, it's cheap debt, so the last indexation was at 2.1%, so it's much cheaper than, say, a home loan.
For those juggling career and family, the student loan scheme is vital.
These days, I feel like you have to have a master's before you even start most jobs.
This professional puts aside income to make sure she can pay off the loan.
It will go down over time and I will pay it off. It's just going to take a long time.
The Grattan Institute is looking at ways to have the national debt paid off quicker, such as lowering the $54,000 income threshold for automatic repayments.
Even though it's not a high income, it is still generous compared to other government programs designed to minimise financial hardship.
A move, it says, would capture more of the part-time workers who've used the scheme. Helen Brown, ABC News.